preliminary match, I believe is what it's called. The second preliminary match is here. Byun versus DRG in the top right, type left. I don't know my directions anymore. It is DRG. In the bottom right, it is Byun. I do believe Byun is favored here, but DRG probably still with the... Of his matchups, he's best at TVZ, I think. He's not the best ZVTer, though. To make that really clear. He's good, but he's definitely not the best. And Byun is one of the best TVZers. I don't know if he'd actually... I don't know who would say is the best TVZ. Maru still gets the credit for anything best Terran. So there's that. But if Maru is the best all-around Terran for TVZ, then Byun is, I think, the best, like, weird TVZ player. And as a certified foreign caster, I guess I have to say the obligation is there. The contracts, literally, they give us $50 extra whenever we say that a foreigner is better than a Korean at something. But you guys didn't know that. I'm just kidding. Just in case that one person is oblivious to the joke. I do think that Clem actually still has the best mid-game TVZ, actually. But, you know. In come the Maru fans. So 2 racks from Byun. He does love this build. I am still weirded out by it, I suppose. It's not that the build weirds me out. It's just that the fact that he does it every single time. He does it in so many games that I do fear that it's not the best build to do every single game. Like, a 1-Racks expand is pretty much guaranteed. It's, like, accepted that it's the best build to do every single game. You don't have to change that portion that often. The 2 racks, Byun just loves it. He just loves going into 3 Reapers and controlling the early game. But it does hit your economy. You get an extra barracks and an extra supply depot before you go into the command center. Obviously, all the extra units as well. And it doesn't necessarily get all that much. It gets a reaction from the Zerg, but assuming that they are managing to get their 3rd base on time, so most Zerg players send the drone out preemptively, then it's not the biggest of deals. In this case, DRG, yeah, got that drone out and it's getting the hatchery. But no doubt Byun likes it. And what Byun likes, we all like, because we all like Byun. So 2 racks it is. 2 racks to your heart's content. He's got a legacy to live up to after all, right? He's the Byun Reaper guy. And if it isn't clear, guys, as you are watching this live, so not for the YouTube guys over there, please no spoilers on what happened. I don't know, I didn't think I'd have to be clear on that, but if you watch this live on Afrika because you're too cool for school, don't talk about what happened or did not happen. Don't even talk about the game quality. Don't even say it was a good game or not. Okay, you can say that, but don't say anything else. Following this up from Byun is going to be a 3CC, right into the barracks tech lab and reactor, so could turn us into a 3CC 2-1-1, which does seem to be the case. It is absolutely a build that can follow this up. No complaints here. You got 2 barracks, you can go into 2-1-1. Logic. Numbers. Amazing. And DRG should actually be very cautious about that. The problem for the Zerg player is that they don't know what's following this up, and that is not because it's a 2 racks opener, but just rather because you don't have an Overlord over here. No Overlord, in fact. No Overlord at all. DRG having one to the very top right, which a Marine spotted, so is patrolling, making sure it doesn't get in. But yeah, you just don't know. It's a difficult part of playing Zerg. You could technically, as a Zerg player, get some information from the forward wall-off of a 1-racks expand. You could see the 3rd CC building. You could see 3 or 4 supply depots, which means there's not a 3rd CC. So there is that. So I guess the lack of information has a little bit to do with the opener that Byun has done. Plus, if his Reapers are really good, they're, forcing the Lings to stay at home. But there's also just no Overlord. So nothing free going to go in here. It's not really a 2-1-1 either, anyways. It actually was up to the 2-1-1, but then not what we were expecting with the Medivacs. He goes into a Raven. And then transfers the factory over? Might be what's going to happen here. Interesting. So a 2-1-1 of the Raven? That is kind of cool. DRG doing a perfectly fine job defending his bases, by the way. I've been curious if the Reapers are doing a whole lot. They're not. One Creep Timber just died, so this is pretty freaking good defense. He's exchanged no lings in the process, thus having to remake no lings. So he's been building drones the entire time. Still only giving him a slight worker lead. When you consider that 2 mules are being slapped down at this point in time, 3 actually. That 3rd orbital is done, so actually 9 workers is not enough to make up. But Byun doesn't have his 3rd on location, so it actually is still favorable for DRG. Because we have the good overlay. We have the good one. And you can see exactly the numbers of what they are mining. Not weird-ass arrows. This feels so amazing. I can complain about official StarCraft 2 tournaments while casting the most official, prestigious StarCraft 2 tournament that has ever existed. Oh, StarCraft. Seriously, though, the new overlay sucks. Anyways, we got the first push out, and I was right. It is 2 medevacts after the Raven. Interesting twist on the follow-up. Where is the Raven? What you doing? Trying to go for some harassment. Could have also gone with the main army, right? Then you have clean up without a scan. Then it also puts it in range of the Queens. And the Queens, well, are actually defending all by their lonesome. They might have had bigger problems than trying to snipe a Raven. In fact, really big problems. Another stim is going to injure the Marines, but where is the army for DRG? Hello? Ling's getting absolutely slaughtered. Queens going down. Only 3 of them left over, and now it's about to be only 2. Auto turret comes in just to be a bigger bully on the playground, and that is that. Easy peasy. DRG, having no idea what the follow-up was not expecting, I guess, the ferociousness of the 2-1-1. He only had Queens to defend there. You know, did I miss something interesting? I don't think I did. The Raven didn't pull a lot of army out of there. Well, some lings, I guess. Oh, he thought it was a drop. Okay, there's that. He did send lings up at home. But they are here on time. There just isn't enough of them. That was just way too few lings. Yeah, he just had no idea this was on the way. Completely missed it. He's not even scouting the 3rd. This is a terrible ling. Alright, now that we pointed out all the things that DRG did wrong. We'll go into game 2. Seriously, though, if you're going to handle 16 Marines and a couple extra Reapers, you do want to have your Queens in position, but then you also want more like 20-plus lings at the very least. And you do want them all together at the beginning, too. So the lings were distracted. I think I'll give more credit to that Raven pretending it's a drop and having DRG react to it. But that was a brutal game. It wasn't very pretty. It was not a good start for DRG. So we head into game number 2. It's going to be on Royal Blood. In the top right, up 1, he is Byun. In the bottom left, sending a drone out, he is DRG. Hello? I wonder if a proxy hatch is good against a 2-rax. Which Byun is going for a 2-rax opener again. That low ground supply depot is all you need to know about that. Is that his plan? I don't know if it's good, though. Because in general, the proxy hatch is not very good. There's a reason that professional Zergs don't do it very often. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, okay, alright. Well, Byun doesn't do any SEV scouting. A lot of the time he doesn't. So he's not going to know about the missing hatchery. So what's going to happen from here? 2-rax. Favorable positions for the Terran, by the way. So if they do get add-ons, they won't be sniped. Not that that's going to affect the very early part of the game. I can't predict how this is going to go, because I have seen a lot of proxy hatches versus 1-rax expands. I haven't seen it versus the 2-rax. But DRG should be predicting the 2-rax opener. If he's not, if he's thinking that Byun is going to swap back to a standard 1-rax, he's not gambling correctly, in my opinion, because Byun has been doing this so freaking often. If this was Byun a year ago, I guess, before he was obsessed with this opener, you would give some credit to the idea of him 1-rax expanding, but No, this should be DRG attempting to counter the 2 racks Reaper opener with getting his roaches as close as possible to them. And that might work. You know, sometimes we see the Zerg players try to counter this opener by adding on a Roach Warren at home. Well, the Roach Warren's at home, but you know what I mean. The Roaches from home. But the Roaches, you know, they're scouted, they're harassed, they're grenaded, they can't get across the map that quickly. A bunker finishes here, or both. And then they can't break it because there's not a lot of units with this opener from the Zerg. It's so all in. It's so early on. Byun just scouted, though. Byun actually did just scout. Byun, he saw the lack of hatchery with his first Reaper, sends his second over to the proxy hatch. The timing on this is going to be close, though. I'm not sure that forward bunker is going to finish, my dude. That's a bit, okay, all right. Maybe a backup bunker will be a good idea. No? Okay, then. The tech lab started. Marauders on the way. Any extra units you can grab. SCV's pulled. Gonna try and finish that bunker, but, you know, and he wants the forward bunker, of course. Like, there's no denying he wants that. He wants to save his barracks from harassment, his tech lab from harassment, but actually getting it up and running is going to be dangerous indeed. But so far, he's handling it like a pro. Handling it like a champ. SCV's pulled with the amount of units available, and the micro of the Reapers in particular is pretty good. Gonna focus fire down the cocoon, hoping to kill SCVs necessary to do that. Actually, he realizes the SCVs are necessary to kill that cocoon! Woo! That was close. That actually was so close. I think he literally was like, oh shit, that's not gonna actually kill the cocoon fast enough unless the SCVs help. Well, during that exciting moment, the bunker finishes, and that's the biggest thing, right? The bunker is done. It'll buy more time. More units will come out of these 2 barracks, perhaps a third barracks. He actually cancels the command center after having it going for so long during the very precarious time that has been the last 60 seconds. Okay, and now he's going to take a direct fight. The Marauders doing a decent job so far. Bunker still living. This is so all in from DRG that really if Byun holds, then that's it. 3 Reapers still available as well. Going to go for the chase. Adding on the grenade. So freaking useful. And it looks like DRG hypothetically might have hard countered this if Byun didn't immediately scout the proxy hatch. If he said, oh, there's no hatchery, let's check the third, and then checked near his bases, this could have been a very different game. But at this point in time, with the bunker still up and running, I think Byun is fine. He still has so many units. He still has the production. Maybe playing a little fast and loose by not bringing more SCVs, I guess, but he seems confident. Bunker will finally go down. It'll burn. It'll burn? No, he burned one SCV. It's not going to burn. Oh, my God. So mean. Let him have the bunker, you know? Just give it to him. There we go. The bunker finally falls. A DRG, he's running low, man. He's running low on units. Whereas Byun has been collecting his units, and now we have 5 Marauders all hitting at once. They've had Marauders slow, of course, the entire time. They don't have stim, but they don't have to wait for stim. Byun calculated this correctly. And that is it. GG. Byun with a 2-0 in under 12 minutes. So Maru versus Byun will be our winners match, which we're going to get into right now.